So finally, it all led to Shubhman Gill becoming the captain, though there were two other contenders. But I think, Shubhman stepping into the shoes of captaincy is very young. And what BCCI was really looking at was investing in a captain who would then last the whole of WTC cycle, who would be the captain until the next Test Championship final 2 years from now. So they were looking at someone consistent. They were not looking at Virat Kohli, going back to Virat Kohli and making him the captain. And makes also Gautam Gambhir had his say. There was another gentleman I am not going to name on this podcast because I will let our listeners find out who he is, who's not currently directly linked with the cricketing establishment, but he is a very famous former cricketer who had his say. That is a goss. And Viti, I have to tell you this off the record. I can't tell you on the record because that's going to be spilling a lot of beans on the front and the first show. But yeah, I actually also asked Harsha about what he thinks about Shubman Gill, the new captain. So let's listen into what Harsha had to say.
I thought the number one by a long shot, and if he wanted it, was Jasprit Bumrah. I thought the only other contender was Shubman Gill. And so the moment Bumrah ruled himself out personally, because he wasn't in a position to play all 5 test matches, then I don't think there was much of a discussion thereafter. I know you could have looked at Rishabh Pant, but I maybe they went by what they saw in the IPL. Maybe they thought it's a calmer demeanor. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, Rishabh Pant has a better record as a test player than Shubman Gill has. But sometimes just on a hot day, 4 hours, you're a keeper. They probably thought they could have done without that. So, but for my money, the moment Jasprit Bumrah ruled himself out, it had to be Shubman Gill. And I'm very curious to see how it goes because in terms of experience, it's not too different from many other captains who have got the job.